Hi everyone! This Saturday, Bona, Marie, and I are hitting up the Scrapbook Expo, and we thought since we were getting together we would do a mini album swap. We were talking about how sad our scrap bins are starting to look, and just all this nice paper just hasn't been used, and so we thought let's create some rules around this mini swap. Let's use scraps only. And so let me go ahead and show you what I created. But before I do that, let me just tell you that my mini album is made out of Capri Sun boxes. Marie and I were talking about how she has a ton of them, and it just so happened that I had some sitting by the garage when I was getting ready to gather the materials for my mini, so I decided to use Capri Sun boxes as well. And the paper that I'm using is by Basic Gray and Bo Bunny. I'm using papers from the Infuse collection by Basic Gray and the Stella Ruby collection from Basic Gray. I think I threw in one page from the Archaic collection from Basic Gray, and then I have maybe like a couple of pieces of paper from Bo Bunny that match the papers well. So anyways, that's a little bit about the papers, and what I'm going to go ahead and do is throw in a bag of embellishments for whoever gets my swap mini. And the reason I did this, throw in the embellishments, is because I felt that because the theme of my album is family, either Marie or Bona can go in and personalize it a little bit more with some photos and sentiments, and embellish over the photos, because sometimes you want to map the photos and then sort of decorate around it, and so I'm throwing in the embellishments so that they can go ahead and personalize it. So let's go ahead and get started. My pages, the binding holes were punched with my 7 Gypsies bindery punch, and I reinforced every page with extra large eyelets just to secure it and make sure that it lasts many years because it is a family album. I put a bunch of fiber and ribbons on both binding rings, and these black binding rings are the large binding rings by 7 Gypsies. I could not find large binding rings in a decent color in any of our local stores. So if anybody knows where to get your hands on either black, pewter, or bronze large binding rings, please let me know or leave me a comment, because I just really have not found a place that offers those things. So also on the binding ring, I attached a Tim Holtz word key and muse token, and it says "Wonderful Life." Okay, and then on this overlay, this is a chipboard piece cut out with my Sizzix Big Shot, and this is a scrap chipboard piece from our cutting I should say binges over at Green Tangerines. So when Bona and I go, and Marie, we go and cut up a bunch of chipboard. I actually have some scraps, so I cut this out using the chipboard scraps. I matted acetate in the center, and it says "Family is where your heart is." And then the ribbon around here is by Making Memories, and it's ribbon that I selected by the yard over at Green Tangerines. And then on the back side, I put bling here because the die actually cuts out 4 holes on the die cut. And the interesting thing, and I thought that was so cool, is that the 2 holes on the die actually match up to where I punched the holes with my 7 Gypsies bindery punch. So it was perfect. It fit perfectly. And here's an acetate that I created. I used alcohol inks to color that up. And then I edged it with Versamark and Black Soot Distress Embossing Powder. And then Treasure was actually heat embossed using, and this is my very first time using it, it's the Tim Holtz, gosh, where is it? I keep putting it back here. It's the Tim Holtz, not Tim Holtz, it's the Ranger Black Embossing Puffs. And it's like the neatest thing. It sort of looks like flock, but when you touch it, it sort of feels rubbery. It's really neat. It looks neat on the acetate too. On the cover of the mini, I left that blank because I thought this would be the perfect place for a family photo. you know, and of course with the little extras, Marie or Bona can go ahead and embellish that. The mini itself is bound with a denim button that I picked up at a yardage store. Can't remember exactly which one. And then this elastic here is from Seven Gypsies. It's the elastic binding, I guess. I'm not sure exactly what it's called. And then these black pieces here are, it's called the paper edge protector. I think it comes in like 8 or 9 inch strips, and then you can cut them down and they're self-adhesive. And I used 3 scallops of that edge because I found that this elastic was starting to bend the Capri Sun box, or the, you know, its corrugated chipboard. And so to protect it over time, I thought, you know, let me just go ahead and put these metal pieces on there. So that's why those are on there. Okay, so you just open it like that. And then on the first page, I took a Seven Gypsies ATC acetate, cut it, and then I actually used alcohol inks to color it with copper and caramel. And then I created this tag. This is actually posted on my blog if you want to take a look. It's double-sided, so photos can be mounted on the back. And then I heat embossed some butterflies on the background. And then again, another Sizzix frame. It says Cherish on there. And then this butterfly is actually a chipboard shape that I cut out at Green Tangerines. And the paper is matted with some scratch paper. And let's see, how did I do this? Oh, I put over an overlay on here to protect it. I put the matte Mod Podge, and then I edged it with Espresso Dabber. And then on the back side, I put green, gosh, what is this thing called? Sorry guys, it's late, I'm kind of tired. Distress embossing powder in peeled paint. So it's got that really cool texture. And then again, I covered the holes. In the die cut comes with the 4 holes in the corner, so I covered that with bling. And then the bindings in here, I stuck the Prima flowers on there. And here's another tag I created. I'm probably going to do a tutorial on this one because I thought this one came out pretty neat. But lots of materials and work went into making this little tag, so I'll do a tutorial on that one. And then just some designer paper in the back. Really simple page here for a family photo. This is my first time working with dimensional pearls. I saw a video just today that Christina Werner put out for her Make a Card Monday, and it was her first time experimenting with dimensional pearls as well, but she shared some techniques that actually helped me put this together since it was my first time using it. So thanks, Christina. Okay, and then over here, just a really simple acetate with heat embossed butterflies, and then again another tag that I created. There's a little metal key on there, and then it's matted with designer paper in the back. And then with this, I took a scrap piece of the Seven Gypsies acetate, and I used it as a strip, and I attached brads on there to create this this tag insert. This tag I actually colored with Tattered Angels. It's a glimmer mist. It's the black gold color. I thought that came out pretty cool, but it made the paper really soft, so I put matte Mod Podge over that, and it actually strengthened the tag a little bit more. And then I stamped a sentiment that says Happy Family, and then I put some flourishes in there as well, and then it's double matted with designer paper. And then I put brads on the other side, so I covered those brads with the Prima flowers and some bling. Then another simple, just really plain page with just some heat embossed butterflies. And then some more tags here in a Seven Gypsies acetate pocket that says love. And then again, just some double-sided tags that I created. And then a word frame. And with this one, I actually colored it with terracotta dabber. And then I rubbed vintage photo stickles with my finger over the frame. And then I edged it with Espresso Dabber. So I thought that came out pretty cool. But anyways, that's my album. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.